Hello everyone and welcome back to Humankind. Now it becomes apparent that our whole empire is probably going to merge into one big mega city at some point. That is this whole thing here with all those cities. As we can see, it's getting already dangerously slim. I wonder how long the wasteland here continues. We might just also have a mega quarter on top of that. What I can also see is that up here, those independent cities, there are no more. So they're all gone. Like literally, they're all gone. There's not a single independent city here anymore. They just went. They just disappeared. There was no big war. There was no conquering. They're just gone. So what we're going to do here now is I'm going to move one of my units, just one really, and I'm going to move them into each one of these territories, and I'm just going to take it. Right, we do have something over there. I think there's some remnants. Right, so there's more food over there, but I think it's better if I place it here. We get the food bonus and we get these territories, these tiles, they're into our control right away. What I want to do, we're getting a lot of stars coming up there in the future. So the money, the military star, the influence and the technology is coming together. Another very important thing that we are doing now right now is going for the next second end of one of my techs here. That is the military laser, earned 300 fame, and on top of that plus 100 combat strength against air units in administrative centers, main plazas and outposts. Alright, not really powerful, but the 300 fame is there, and we're only just lacking one tag for that, so I'm finishing this one. I was not focusing that, right? It's just something that is close there in the middle. The other thing that we can actually go for then is the rocket science. This one allows us to have missile silos. I would like to use them, and this further opens up the space orbital, and then also the space orbital, which is this end here with more fame again, and plus 50% on all cities and plus 3 city cap. I did not see that. Space orbital. Let's go for this. My next tag. We have lots of tags still that we need to finish here, and I'm preparing something else. I'm preparing a plane fleet, right? So right now 3 of my cities are constructing bombers, and we're going to use these bombers on England. That is my goal here. Now Vienna, as we can see, is also one giant city. We have finished another very important tag, that is the satellite technology, and this one gives me the satellite basically that we can have, provides vision over 33% of the map's latitude centered on the project's capital. So I think it is a good idea to have this one here. We have lots of space really, and down here, yep, I think it's a good idea to just place this one here. We could also have it there in the wasteland somewhere, or down here in the wasteland. It doesn't really matter, as long as the air around it or the ground around it doesn't get vaporized anymore, right? So here actually, let's have it, our satellite project that we then have, our very first one, because we can build them a couple of times. In Vienna, we have so much industry. I would also like to continue building a wind farm here. That's another plus 2% industry on top of that we get, and a bit of negative pollution that we have. Almost 2,000 signs pushing here. Do we have something that pushes the signs directly with percentages? There is not, but we could have these smaller ones. By the way, 46 pops. I think Vienna is my most populous city. Yep, it's better than Aachen, better than the New World cities. It's incredible really how big this city gets, and we could still attach more territory around it. We might actually make Vienna then our capital. That is rather fitting. Now also a few more mega quarters here I would like to have then after the satellite technology. Finish this area off, perfect, and also of course to bring us closer to the builder star, the next one. The osmosis event that is always happening in Vienna now, let's push it to further speeding up our tech. By the way, we might be first military wise and research wise. We're not the first in fame wise. The English are still so far ahead of us, and we really need to crush them. I need to destroy these cities. If not conquering them, at least taking them down might be something. I'm also launching a second satellite project in Rotterdam. Oh, it's a shared project, right? We could share it and then boost it, but nah, I'm not doing that. In Rotterdam, we're building some bombers here too, right? So we have then something in the New World. There's the English, by the way, coming up. It's incredible. They totally took me by surprise. I thought the Zulu would be the ones that steamroll everything, but it's the English once again. No. So let's see. This one is finishing soon. We still have lots of time. We still have lots of time to destroy someone as well. And I definitely want to finish all the tags. Another osmosis event. What do you want? Do you have something new here? A gemstone. We could very much use that. Perfect, thank you for a bit more income on that side. There is the next outpost, and I would definitely like to go here, where we only have ruins. Really interesting. I guess something very bad happened there at some point. In Amsterdam, beautiful town. We are now merging. Very good. So we are now connecting with Rotterdam to become one giant city. Let's finish 2 more mecha quarters here. Across the border. And then I might, any infrastructure that we have in Amsterdam, we don't. I really don't want to focus into science anymore. It's production, and a bit of money there from now on. We could go for a submarine. Let's go for a submarine. Scour the oceans. And just see what is there. Covert Ops has been researched. This one gives me basically the commandos, so very good. Gunner unit, so another upgrade that we would have. And an eye in the sky. There will be no hiding from the Swedes now that the world's first satellite is in orbit. Satellite launches provide permanent vision over the map, making it increasingly difficult to hide strategic decisions. So we should now basically have... Yeah, well... Okay, it's okay-ish, I guess. We have now here vision over all of that. Over these cities there. Quite a lot of stagnant civilizations. So, of course, you know, with that, this one here, for example, is dead. Basically, the Austro-Hungarians here are dead. Then Hattusa there, so the Poles are completely dead because they're crushed between 2 empires. There's not much of a chance here. So I think the AI still needs quite a lot of work here in the end game, especially because I think they're not conquering. They're not really doing anything. I think they're pretty stagnant, and I'm the only one that really pushes the expedition. Of course, they're pushing their fame scores, but that could be just an arbitrary number going in the background, right? I have no control over that. Let's move my units a bit closer. There we have the next outpost, and up here there's lots of strategic resources in this territory that I would like to take here as well. Alright, Joe, so let's go for this one. Still need to get a bit closer there. Of course, that's another star that's coming close then, having those territories. What, by the way, going on with my bomber army that I've been talking about? We have 7 more turns. We have finished 1, right? Yes, there's the first bomber. Strategic bomber coming up here. And we should have a few more then. And there is now this territory that also belongs to us now, with lots of strategic resources. So there are 4 in there. Some silver for stability and science, some coal and copper. By the way, it's a beautiful area here. Let's just take those resources with influence. We don't need to build a city here, and we can just use that influence to instantly finish those and get these into my territory. There's also the chance for a harbor. That's some minor science boost here that I'm not doing. And we found another oil resource up here. I guess we'll be fine. We have only 1 oil for now, so that's not so fine. We could crush the Mexicans. Could probably crush them, to be honest. I'm still waiting for my bombers there. And this one is still not going to be very easy. Oh, wait a second. Black Winds? A growing movement who object to wind farms based on their spoiling of the landscape have found a new wave of support in Vienna, where a nearby wind farm has angered local residents. The movement wishes to raise existing wind farms and prohibit future ones. Greener-minded citizens suggest the nation's oil interest of financing the outrage, and that future generations' well-being should be put above company profits. Condemn prohibits construction of wind farms, or encourage. That pushes us towards the wall again, and science. Go with that. Scientist star, very good. We have the next stop. So the rocket is coming. And where's my bombers? And we have the rocket science, ballistics, aerodynamics, chemistry, material science. The space race begins, and increasingly complex calculations require increasingly brilliant minds. The space station comes up with that. 100 fame triggers a narrative event and 10 influence on the main plaza, also the missile silo, and the cruise missile that we can fire on distant targets. Now we are coming to the real interesting thingies here. Fighter jets would be my next one, and also SAM here, surface to air missile craft. We've also finished the next bomber, and yeah, space station. I would like to go ahead and do this now. We do have the space, do we? I don't have the space for in Paris anywhere. Nowhere. Would like to have a bit of space. Water doesn't count. All right. So I cannot place it close to water, which is a shame. So nothing around Paris that can be done. I could still go for another polar satellite. So this one here gives me more control over the map. I want to have 100% visibility on the map because that is another fame bonus. So let's go ahead and build the next one in Paris. Oh, that's taking quite some time actually. And there's also the missile silo that I would like to employ. Yes. Far away from everything, please. Let's finish this one first because that's really fast. And that makes a bit of sense. In Aachen, we have also finished the bombers, so we could share the project here and make the station finished pretty soon. Or I'm also having one of my missiles here. I want them. These civic osmosis get a bit annoying in Vienna, where we also finish the aerodrome now, so a military airport that we need. So I can send my planes over there. This looks really cool there. Now regarding trade, I still need to figure out where I could get my next oil. Unfortunately, these are the only two oils that I've still found, and there we have one. But this one is in their territory, it's just not being used yet. Right, so the Poles, let's just have a look at them. Oil, and there we have it, oil 2 times, 8,000 unfortunately. Pretty expensive it costs, but well, we only need it once to get that second oil into our territory, because we do have the fighter jets now. And with the fighter jets, let's just have a look. I do have a couple of bombers here now stationed just beside my English cities there. And it costs me 30,000 to upgrade this one to a fighter. Is it that much more powerful though? That's the question. I could also just use the bombers then instead for all of this. But it's just pretty cool, I think, to have that. Let's upgrade some of my musketeers there still. So let's use the money on that, because I think rifles are a bit more powerful. While we move my troops a bit closer to that city that we are going to take. So my goal is not to really conquer them, I think, but to rather destroy them so they can't help the English anymore. They're pretty powerful cities though. We need to prepare this a bit better. Now over here in Nok, I might just boost my industry there once again, or we're training some soldiers, commandos. Let's train 4 of them, because we want to push a bit further into this territory then as well. We want to be a bit more aggressive, and I need to start to really build up some massive armies there. Population we have, even though in Worms we don't really have them so much. Rifles, they're a bit strong. Let's train some more rifles there in Worms for now. I will probably have to move those guys away there. Another Eurostar, thank God. We're close to 9,000 now, so the solo we are overtaking soon by the looks of it. But the English are still incredible, so that's my goal here. Right now, the polar satellites, what's going on there? Why are we not building that one yet? It's been put on hold for now. Money-wise, we need to be careful though with the money there. Yes, the things that we've just built cost me a lot of money, so I might just push my money there once again for a couple of my cities. Especially here, we do have our money districts. And the New Worlds, I don't really have any big goals anyway, because there's so much landmass. We could, of course, yeah, we could still go for some of them here, right? I do have my bombers here now as well, so a couple of them. That's pretty important to me to have them. By the way, that's not dragging down my balance too much there, but I do like to have them. And I should also have some infantry units. There they are, my scouties, and we can use them with a bit of my influence to claim a few more of these territories and get the strategic resources. There's gold over there. That's 2% income, so that's something at least. Only the civic osmosis, only the civic, but stability remains fine in Vienna, right? It's not really hurting it too much there. And whoa, the space orbital has been researched, taking a political platform to another level. What leader doesn't want to survey the Earth from space? We get 300 fame right away, and also plus 50% money on all cities and 3 city caps, right? That's also adding to my income there again. And also, I could have now 2 more cities. Might not be the worst of stuff that I've researched so far. fine. The exosuit would be my next one, as this one gives me flat out 8 combat strength, right? We still need to research a couple of other things here. The composite armor for the tanks, and much earlier the continuous track, so the early tanks actually. But that's really fastly done here, no problem. My goal, of course, is to finish all of them. There would be the World Wide Web on the way to that. It gives me nice stability and income bonuses there. Other than that, we're going to expand further into the New World. So there we have another one that's coming up, and here we have then another uranium that I very much like to use. Fortunately, nothing else that we have there. We're on the fire there as well. Oh, who's that? The Mongols are attacking us. Mongol rebels. Interesting. All right. I guess they're coming for us, these Mongols. I only have one unit here, already badly damaged. Let's repair them. Oh, I could quickly heal them, I guess. This will help out. What kind of units do we have here? Oh, very bad ones, medieval time still. So I could probably destroy them. We could try this one. Might be fun. In Vienna, okay, we have finished the next project there. Boy, what a town Vienna is getting there. Let's just see what we can build here still. Something military-wise. I would love to have a few more units. Let's go for, yeah, some commandos, I guess, that we can have in the area. And I think it's itching. It's itching in my fingers to start this siege here. I think we could win this one. We should do it sooner than later. You know what? Let's get cracking on attacking the English. It's going to be a manual battle, this one here. We already have some footholding then here. Interesting. So we could enter from several sites. There we have it. And we also still have, we probably have the planes over there. These units are no joke though, right? So we have the conscripts. These are gunner types themselves. They're not just going to rush into their doom. And we're not doing so much damage on them. Only when we're within the same area, more or less. I would really like to... Oh, right. We're fighting now. Lots of these gunners. As we can see, they're doing damage on us as well, and I can't do anything, right? So that might be a bit tricky here. But I can enter now. That's the important thing. At least here we can do some serious damage. Perfect. That's fine, that's fine. And then we still need to fight here, of course. Oh, this one we can take out immediately. There's a bit more damage. Yeah, it's still going to be a tough one. Still going to be tough because they have so many of very quality armies there as well. By the way, it's not really the English army. I think it's just defenders of the city, right? We haven't lost a single unit yet. There we have it. All right, that's the first unit down. And we can also enter now. Can I get to the flag somehow? I can't. Very good. At least they were down. Here we can do more damage again. Here we can enter. We should enter. I love it that with the rifles we can actually move again further, right, before we need to stop. That's just some very good damage overall here. I think that's it, right? Yep, the Brazilians are playing, but I think we might be winning this one, even though it's tougher than I thought it would be. Alright, we need to continue here in the next turn. Meanwhile, the corrosive nectar the Empire teachers across the land cities find themselves in the grip of discord and unrest. What? We have quite a stable wall, actually. Many commenters claim the easy availability of cheap alcohol. Prohibition! Nah, we're not doing that. Free alcohol for everyone. Even though this one brings us away from progress. Military start, because we have destroyed enough units there once again. Very good. Let's end the turn. I think stability is actually low because we stopped now, of course, trading. So I probably should purchase a few other things that improve stability again, like dye and stuff like that, right? Because we've lost it with the English now, obviously. Let's refuse here and attack. The city is ours. Even though we can't... Oh, we can get up here. Very good. Hello there. We're on the same level now. Okay, they have 2 units still, so they will still shoot a bit here. Not too much though, I hope. That's it. And I think that's it actually, yep. Let's destroy these units there. And I think we've taken that. Ooh, what a battle. We've lost 1 unit, but we have gained San Lorenzo. That is the first conquest, and the other one would be La Venta. I hope there's not the same type of defense, because that would hurt as well. And for the end, yes, let's try this 1 against 4. That should be interesting. And let's put it in here actually. So they will have to attack directly. Poor ship. Oh boy. Look at that. It's down to those 2 poor units there. Kill it. Ah, very good. That's the power of technology. 1 against 4 and open combat. That was interesting to watch. Let's heal this unit though. Other than that, stay tuned.